Hey guys, Mr. Santangelo here with another video. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is adding and subtracting in scientific notation. This is going to be a little different than what we've done the past few days, but it's a lot easier than it looks. So in this first problem right here, we have 4.6 times 10 to the third plus 8.72 times 10 to the third. So if the exponents are the same, it's this underlined part right here. If the exponents are the same, we simply add or subtract the numbers in front and bring the exponent down unchanged. So what I mean by this is we have 4.6 plus 8.72. So we need to do that addition on the coefficients first before we worry about the exponents. So 4.6 plus 8.72 is equal to 13.32. Okay? So we have our added coefficient, and now we just bring the exponent down, times 10 to the third power. So this is what we have right now, but we want our answer in scientific notation. As we know, the coefficient has to be between 1 and 10, right? Is 13.32 between 1 and 10? No, it's not. So we have to move our decimal point to the left by 1. And now we have 1.332 times 10 to the, if we went smaller on one side, we're going to go bigger on the other side. So now it's 10 to the fourth. And this is our final answer after we are done. Guys, so for our next example here, we have 7.2 times 10 to the negative sixth minus 5.44 times 10 to the negative 6. Now, in this example, are we adding or are we subtracting? Okay, so we're subtracting, and let's take a look. Do we have the same exponents or do we have different exponents? Okay, so our exponents are the same, so that makes this problem super easy, okay? So first, we subtract the numbers in front. 7.2 minus 5.44, and you get 1.76. Okay? So then, now, what's our next step? We bring the exponent down unchanged. So now our power of 10 is 10 to the negative sixth. Is our answer in scientific notation? Yes, it is, because 1.76 is between 1 and 10. So, actually, we can just leave this as our answer. Okay, guys, now, for our next example, we have 6.02 times 10 to the third power plus 3.14 times 10 to the second power. Okay? So, the big difference about this one is now our exponents are different. So we can't just bring them down unchanged. We need to make the exponents the same before adding or subtracting. Okay? So this can be done one of two ways. You can either make the 10 to the third into a 10 to the second, or you can make a 10 to the second into a 10 to the third. So what I mean by this is, just for an example, let's take 3.14 times 10 to the second power. So if we want this side to become 10 to the third power, what do we have to do with the decimal point? Do we have to move it to the left and make the number smaller, or right and make the number bigger? We have to move it to the left, okay? So our number got smaller, so now it's 0.314 times 10 to the third power. Our number on the left got smaller and our number on the right got larger. So now I'm going to rewrite what we have. Now I have 6.02 times 10 to the third power plus our new number 0.314 times 10 to the third power. Okay, so now as you can see, we made our exponents exactly the same. Okay, so now we can do what we were doing before. So we take our numbers in front and we're going to add them. 6.02 plus 0.314, and we get an answer of 6.334, and then we just bring this down because it's the same, times 10 to the third power. Now, is our answer in scientific notation? Yes, it is, because it's between 1 and 10. Okay? So we put a box around it because it is our final answer. Okay, guys. So for our last example here, we have 7 times 10 to the third plus 8.6 times 10 to the fourth. Usually what I like to do personally is I like to take the smaller exponent and bring it up to the bigger exponent over here. So I'm going to take 7 times 10 to the third, and I want to change that into something times 10 to the fourth. How can we move our decimal point so we change our coefficient to match that times 10 to the fourth? Do we move it to the left or to the right? So, because we got bigger on the left side, we have to get smaller on the right side, okay? So now we have 0.7 times 10 to the fourth. I'm going to rewrite what we have now. 0.7 times 10 to the fourth plus, let's put our parentheses, plus 8.6 times 10 to the fourth. Okay. Do we have the same exponents in this problem? Yes, we do. So now, what's our next step? Well, we have to add our coefficients. So 0.7 plus 8.6 is equal to what? 0.7 plus 8.6 is equal to 9.3 times 10 to the what power? 10 to the fourth power. Okay? Is this answer in scientific notation? Yes, it is, because 9.3 is between 1 and 10.